It is the top of the hour. I'm Nichole Berlie, live in Chicago. This is NewsNation Live. Thank you for sticking with us. We do continue to follow breaking news out of Minneapolis, where there has been confirmation a 37-year-old woman was shot and killed by an ICE officer in Minneapolis earlier today. Let's get right out to NewsNation's Allie Bradley, who is live on the scene. Allie has been out there throughout it all. Allie, we just heard there from officials in Minneapolis. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, so we obviously have heard from DHS, where DHS is saying that the officer here fired defensive shots, saying that an agitator was blocking the roadway. That person then tried to weaponize her vehicle and run into these ICE officers. But there are some conflicting reports. The mayor saying that the defensive argument is not a good one, saying that this woman was driving away, was not actually using her vehicle as a weapon. So the body camera footage, the ring camera footage, things like that are going to be very important to the FBI's investigation, who is now working on this jointly with local police, Minneapolis PD, the sheriff also down here. But ICE and Border Patrol are essentially gone from this scene. But let me move out of the way so you can see the protesters here kind of facing off with the local police right now. There's some new fencing up here, some caution tape and things like that. But all of these people down here are calling for that ICE officer to be arrested. They're saying that everyone down here that is manning this area needs to go and arrest ICE instead of standing here and enforcing this cautionary zone. But when it comes down to what we've seen here, the protests right now are essentially pretty calm. But earlier, they had escalated pretty quickly because Border Patrol was on scene. Some of their Borstar agents were actually trying to leave, and when they were leaving, they started throwing snowballs and other objects at the Border Patrol agents. So they started firing these lethal munitions, which then caused things to ramp up really, really quickly. Things escalated. Then we actually saw them bust out the back window of one of the Border Patrol vehicles and smash the front window as well, throwing things at that agent that was trying to leave, calling him a coward, all of these things, even formed a human chain at one point. And that's when they had to deploy more tear gas and more pepper balls. One guy actually was shot directly in the face with some of those canisters. And so we've seen things escalate here. We've seen things really unfolding in that way where people are frustrated because of the scene that happened here earlier this morning. So this is at 34th and Portland. This is just south of Minneapolis where we are. And this whole scene is extremely blocked off. We have things. So this guy right now is talking about the airbag in the car. I believe we actually showed images of that as well. That individual, if we can pan over this way, I don't know, Rod, if we can show it. But the scene here is still really active. The vehicle she was driving is that maroonish colored Honda SUV. That one is rested up against a telephone pole. That's the one she was driving. And again, the mayor telling ICE and Border Patrol to get the F out of Minneapolis. Of course, he didn't censor himself when he made those comments. But he's saying that they're going to counter this with love. Take a listen to what the mayor had to say if we have that sound for you.
We are better than a bunch of ICE agents being deployed to cities around the country and ripping apart families and communities. We're better than that. And so we are going to meet that hate with love.
So this is a very active investigation, Nichole. As I mentioned, it's going to be really interesting to see how this unfolds when they gather the footage, when they gather those eyewitness accounts and things like that, saying that the woman was trying to drive off when they fired those shots. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this all unfolds. But again, the FBI is conducting their investigations. Right now, they're still on scene. So are local police, and the streets are still blocked off. We've seen some prayer visuals happening, some people gathering, praying, and things like that. But other than that, things have been remotely calm on this side of the street here, Nichole.
All right, Allie Bradley, live for us there in Minneapolis, where people are certainly hoping that things will stay calm there. Allie,
thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.